All right, so to set up for our watercolor portrait, again, I told you that we are going to have two areas to work with. We're going to have an area we can figure out paint and then the final. So we're going to do two transfers, but you do need to set up the two areas of space. So first thing, you're going to take the white paper that I gave you, the heavy white paper, all right? And again, the size is going to be relative to having the 1-inch tape, which is why I was so specific about trying to have the 1-inch tape. We're going to tape it right up against the edge, all right? So the tape is going to go even with the edge of the paper. So pull out a piece that's longer than the long side. Okay, same thing we normally do. We can always tear it off. And I'm not going to stick it to the table. I'm just going to stick it down right on the edge. Okay, even with the edge of the paper. It's going to give me a 1-inch border. All right, and then I'm just going to tear it at the edge. And I'm just going to do the same thing on all four sides. Now on the deckled side, all right, where you see that rough edge, use the tape so that the decal is not covered, all right, because we want a straight line and the decal isn't always straight. So I'm going to go and just leave the decal overhanging outside. All right, you can see how the decal is outside the edge of the paper. That'll give us a clearer or a cleaner edge. So if you take a look closely, right, you can see that rough edge is outside the tape. All right, now to set up the two areas of space, we need to measure over from the edge of the paper. And if I want, I can just kind of find the edge of the paper. I can just fold those corners back here. We need to measure over 7 5/8 of an inch. All right, so the paper is twice that. So what is 7 5/8? Well, if you're looking at a ruler, obviously, oops, 7, and each of these little marks are 16ths. These are eighths. So 5/8 is always the next biggest line after 1/2, right here. That's 5/8, all right? So 7 5/8 we need to measure over at the top and at the bottom. And I'm going to use a Sharpie so you can see it on top of the marker. So 7 5/8 is right here. That's the middle. And then I'm going to do 7 5/8 at the bottom. And again, I'm just using the Sharpie. I'm not drawing a line. I'm going to use the tape as the midline. So I just take my roll of the 1-inch tape and I look at the little pencil or the little marks I made with the Sharpie, and I'm going to tear this one to size. Now I can see through the tape enough to see the little mark that I made. And it's right in the middle. And right in the middle on that one. See, there it is. And then just put the blue tape down. And now I've got my two areas of space that I can do my rough and my final. And I can do my thinking and my practicing and my color mixing stuff here. And then apply it immediately onto the final.